This is Gene Key, Skyserve, Texas News. Protests across Texas marked the past weekend. Armed protesters in Houston say they fear the removal of a Sam Houston statue, even as there's no plans to take down the statue. The AssociatedPress.com contributed to this report from Houston. Hundreds of individuals, many armed, gathered at a Houston park Saturday to protest what they believe are efforts to remove a statue of Texas hero Sam Houston because he owned slaves. There hasn't been any organized effort to remove Houston's statue, which has stood near a city park in Houston since 1925. Houston was the Republic of Texas' first president. While he did own slaves, he also refused to take an oath of allegiance to the Confederacy. Hundreds of protesters and counter-demonstrators gathered at the Texas Capitol Saturday over the perceived spread of Sharia law. The AssociatedPress.com contributed to this report from the state's capital. Similar marches and protests were taking place in several cities across the United States on Saturday, including New York, Seattle, Atlanta, and Dallas. In Austin, dozens of protesters carried American flags and signs claiming Sharia enslaves women and is a death cult. Meanwhile, a group of counter-protesters, some wearing masks over their faces, began calling the anti-Sharia demonstrators white supremacists and chanting, "No Trump, no KKK, no fascist USA" at the anti-Sharia crowd. Texas Department of Public Safety troopers, many in military riot gear, and others on horseback took up positions outside the Capitol to separate the two groups of protesters. Sharia hasn't supplanted the Constitution as the basis of U.S. law anywhere in the United States, but due to fear of Sharia, several states have enacted legislation that prohibit the use of foreign law in state courts. A Las Vegas man pays the price for interfering with an American Airlines flight crew. The AssociatedPress.com contributed to this report from Lubbock. A man who disrupts an American Airlines flight from the Los Angeles area, forcing it to make an unscheduled landing in Lubbock, has been sentenced to 36 months in federal custody. Jerry Ba Nguyen pleaded guilty in February 2017 in district court to one count of interference with flight crew members. Nguyen has been in custody since his arrest in September 2016. The insurer Blue Cross plans to return to Texas Obamacare. The AssociatedPress.com contributed to this report. A prominent Blue Cross Blue Shield insurer is aiming to return to the Affordable Care Act's health insurance exchange next year in several states, including big markets like Texas and Illinois. Healthcare Service Corporation says it also intends to sell coverage in Oklahoma, where it is the only insurer on the exchange, as well as in New Mexico and Montana. Visit us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, or Tumblr at Skyserve News Service.